In the heart of the secluded woods, our dream vacation turned into a harrowing tale of inexplicable vanishings. The cabin, a rustic haven, became a house of horrors as one of our friends disappeared without a trace. Panic rippled through our group like wildfire, setting the stage for a nightmare we could never have anticipated. We searched desperately, shouting their names into the dense wilderness that surrounded us. The trees stood tall and foreboding, their ancient branches seemingly whispering secrets of the vanished souls. Days passed, each one marked by a sinking feeling of dread as more of our group inexplicably disappeared. Fear and paranoia gripped us, and we clung together, hoping that safety could be found in our unity. But the mysterious force defied our attempts to comprehend it. We became prisoners of the cabin, unable to escape the malevolent presence that seemed to pick us off one by one. The once vibrant laughter that had filled the cabin now echoed as a ghostly reminder of the friends we had lost. The very essence of our sanctuary had been tainted, leaving us with only silence and an overwhelming sense of loss. In the end, the cabin stood in eerie quiet, a monument to the inexplicable disappearances. The forest, once a place of serene beauty, seemed to mourn the souls it had claimed. We were left with haunting memories, forever haunted by the enigma of the woods, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurred, leaving us with a tale of chilling disappearances that defied explanation. The cabin stood in the heart of the woods, a quaint facade masking the horrors that lurked within. It was a retreat my friends and I had eagerly anticipated, a chance to escape the city's chaos and embrace nature's tranquility. As the sun dipped below the horizon, we lit a fire in the hearth, its flickering flames casting eerie shadows across the wooden walls. The night was young when a strange quiet settled over the cabin, suffocating our laughter and drowning our conversation in an unsettling hush. Whispers, barely audible at first, drifted through the air, weaving a tapestry of fear around us. We exchanged nervous glances, dismissing the sounds as figments of our imagination. But the whispers persisted, growing bolder and clearer with every passing moment. It was as though unseen specters inhabited the very air we breathed. Soon, the whispers escalated into something far more sinister, a haunting laughter that reverberated through the cabin, chilling our bones. We clung to one another, our faces etched with terror, as shadows danced on the walls like grotesque apparitions. Desperate for an escape, we dashed towards the door, hands trembling as we tried to open it. Yet, the forest outside seemed to have become an impenetrable fortress, trapping us within the clutches of the unknown. The laughter intensified, filling the room like a malevolent symphony. An icy presence enveloped us, making it difficult to breathe. We retreated to the center of the cabin, the fireplace's dying embers providing the only source of light. The air grew thick with the stench of fear, and our hearts beat in rhythm with the sinister laughter that echoed around us. Hours passed like a lifetime, each minute dragging on as we endured the torment of the haunting whispers. We huddled together, praying for the morning light to rescue us from this nightmare. When dawn finally broke, the cabin was silent again, the malevolent presence dissipating like morning mist. The forest outside appeared ordinary, belying the horrors we had witnessed. But the memory of that night haunted our dreams and etched itself into our souls. The once charming cabin was forever tainted by the echoes of that haunting laughter, a place we would never forget, a place where the line between the living and the supernatural blurred into a nightmare that would haunt us for the rest of our lives. The old diary, a forgotten relic hidden beneath the cabin's floorboards, was my unwitting invitation into a world of horror. Its yellowed pages whispered tales of a family that had once called this cabin home, their lives torn apart by a vengeful spirit from the adjacent woods. Ignorant of the impending darkness, I delved into the diary's secrets, tracing my fingers over the faded ink, inadvertently unearthing a curse that would haunt me forever. As the night fell, the atmosphere inside the cabin shifted. Shadows flickered ominously, and an icy wind rattled the windows, carrying with it the faint echoes of anguished cries. I dismissed it initially, attributing the sensations to an overactive imagination. But as the days wore on, the diary's malevolent energy grew stronger, seeping into the very fabric of the cabin. Each night became a descent into terror. Unseen hands seemed to caress my skin, and disembodied whispers filled the air. The diary, once an object of curiosity, now felt like a cursed relic, its ancient words binding me to a malevolent force that showed no mercy. I heard the tragic tale of the family's demise in my dreams, their pleas for salvation echoing through the night, leaving me sleepless and trembling. In a desperate bid to lift the curse, I immersed myself in research, scouring old tomes and obscure websites for rituals that might appease the vengeful spirit. I lit candles, drew protective symbols on the cabin's walls, and chanted incantations, hoping to find solace in ancient wisdom. But my efforts only seemed to enrage the spirit further. The diary itself became a focal point of the haunting. Its pages turned on their own, revealing new chapters of the family's tragedy. I felt an invisible presence watching my every move, its anger palpable in the air. One night, as I attempted a particularly complex ritual, the cabin shook violently, as if the very earth resented my intrusion into its domain. I heard a woman's voice, laden with sorrow and fury, filling the room, condemning me for my arrogance. In a fit of terror, I fled the cabin, leaving the cursed diary behind. But the spirit's grip on me did not wane. Everywhere I went, I felt its presence, its eyes boring into my soul. I sought help from priests and paranormal investigators, but none could sever the link between me and the vengeful entity. To this day, the cursed diary haunts my nightmares, its pages forever etched into my mind. The cabin stands as a forsaken monument to my folly, a place where the veil between the living and the dead grew thin, and a vengeful spirit found a willing victim in my curiosity.